2 years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay.
It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
Whenever I start to rise like this is when all the vultures, leeches, clout chasers, and 7K influencers flock in to try to destroy me.
Where you at,
This
Berto?
Sneako situation just got insane.
I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to
Sneako sweet? Hold on. Sneako sweet? Is that what's happening?
BDSM club.
Massive day for the unemployed. Tate and Sneako are beefing, and then Tate called Sneako gay?
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no.
He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried.
Y'all believe this, chat? What? Andrew just be saying a lot of bullshit, but why would he just so flat out like lie like this? Let's see. Let's lock in. Let's hear it out.
And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal.
Tate and Sneako in Big 2026. The only country that still cares about these guys is Pakistan. I'm sorry, like 98% of their audience is from there. Anyway, now that we've established that, what happened to these guys?
Andrew
Why are they
Tate's lying.
beefing?
And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
What the fuck? How do you know if you're gay or not unless you try being gay? Said no straight man ever. No straight man has ever said that. Hold on. If Sneako actually said that, there is absolutely no debate. That nigga Sneako playing for the other side.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not
But we need more evidence. We can't just take niggas' word for it, right?
talk to him anymore.
I think Sneako's a clown, but this dude is straight up bullshit. Because, bruh, when he was in New York, he asked Sneako to even do a video with him, being cordial and everything.
I know what he's going to bring up. I already know what the tactic is to be. These people are easy to read. I didn't want to address it on stream. I'm going to address it before it happens. Maybe people will clip it up. What he's going to do, he's going to bring up clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and we were joking, and on streams joking, but like...
Bro think he Joe Rogan. Find the clip, Jamie.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
What did you say, Sneako? Now, I did hear the context. You said you're a comedian and you were joking, but why though? Why'd you have to go with that joke?
Bro think he Joe Rogan. Find the clip, Jamie.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn. Going around where people pretend that there's these, like they say that you did gay porn. Most of those pictures are fake. The other ones, I was 17, and there are leaked photos that I sent to a girl that leaked online.
To be fair, the AI photos were crazy.
Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
I can see why they call...
I'll say this, bro. I'll say this. That's a crazy clip to be going around, Sneako. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. But if I give you the benefit of the doubt and say that it was you just being a comedian, I wouldn't make that joke as a comedian. I wouldn't. But let me just give some grace here. Comedians do say crazy shit sometimes to be funny, whatever. It is very, very lame if Andrew Tate is just going out and saying this on a whim. Because one thing we do know for sure is Andrew Tate has collaborated with Sneako multiple times. Now, I definitely don't think they have a great relationship. I definitely think, they've beefed a lot over the past years, clearly. But one thing that we know for sure at this point is Andrew Tate, he be grifting, bro. He says one thing and then he does another. So I just think Andrew Tate doesn't like Sneako anymore. And now he's just saying random shit to just get clicks himself, honestly. Because that's one thing that seems to be a pattern with Andrew Tate. It's like he at one point was the most famous man in the world, blah, 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 and he just can't let go. He can't accept that his time is up. And now he's just doing anything, saying anything, taking fights, getting his ass beat. We just reacted to a video where he's saying that he's going to go save the world from war and go catch missiles with his hands. It's like he's going to say anything to try to get some clicks. So Andrew Tate's just getting lamer and lamer by the minute. But, you know, if Sneako's gay, I mean, who cares? That's his life. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But that is a crazy clip to be floating around if you are, in fact, straight.
Call him the top G now.
Guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he just looks depressed. Look what you did.
Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. As opposed to me, who keeps my faith private and my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation.
While Sneako might accidentally chomp on some pork ribs or like drink some Red Bull during Ramadan, he's still undeniably a better Muslim than Tate.
Even though she is in love, I am still heartless, yeah.
Buy more. Buy more. Buy more. Buy more.
The fall off is unbelievable. WestJet, you are bitch. They have more money than you. They are more successful. And that must have been the wind.
What he might even do is go further and talk about people in my personal life, which is completely across the line. And it's time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with the moist critical.
I keep saying this about Sneako, bro. I don't know these guys, so all of this is just my assumptions from what I can see on the internet. I feel like Sneako... Ooh, excuse me. That was a nasty burp. I feel like Sneako, behind the scenes, when he cuts the camera off, he don't believe half the shit he's saying. He has an identity crisis problem. Because all the shit he be saying is always to appeal to an audience that he doesn't actually align with. Just be yourself, bruh. Just be yourself. There was a time where Sneako was just being himself, getting on the internet, making his creative videos, talking about the things that he was passionate about. And then ever since that red pill shit kind of like popped off, I feel like Sneako just went off the deep end and he completely was like on some pick me shit. Whatever's hot, I want to do. Whatever's and unfortunately, because he went down the red pill path, he's just so deep down that rabbit hole that he has lost himself completely. All he knows how to do is be a goddamn chameleon and turn into anything he touches. At least that's what it looks like, from my opinion.
Because I was defending people that I thought were my friends.
I mean, speaks for itself, doesn't it? I don't know. I feel like Sneako's a bit naive and too trusting because, bruh, I don't think Tate ever considered him a friend.
Tate, I probably got banned and my reputation changed forever.
I don't know. In the circles I run at, destroying your own reputation for another man could be seen as gay, but I digress.
I'm gay.
Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York. Then the club thing happens, it goes and tries to throw me under the bus to ruin my character. To try to ruin my career. No, and I see people in the chat, you don't stoop to their level.
And you know, this ain't my fight. I don't really give a in what happens. I don't gotta pick between the lion or the tiger. I'm the hyena in the corner waiting for the prize. $40 to pay my bills.
And of course this is happening, one, when I'm very critical of the war in Iran, and two, because I recently blew up a lot. The Jang streams are getting a lot of popularity because I'm bringing a lot of people on and I'm starting to make a real difference.
You hear that, Irad? You're saved. Sneako has arrived. Sneako, stop making a difference. I just put $5 grand into Raytheon stock so they can make more missiles.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this gossip girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is.
Andrew Tate always says this, but he always ends up right next to these guys IRL. He always, that's another thing I pointed out before. Andrew Tate continuously always be like, I don't need these guys. I don't like these guys, blah, blah, blah. But he's always hanging around with Clavicular. He's always hanging around with fucking Sneako. He's always hanging around with, what's that other white supremacist Nick Fuentes. He's always around these guys. He's always in clips. He's always making content with them. But whenever he's sitting in his Dubai office or wherever the fuck, he's always, I'm super rich. I don't need any of this. I don't care about these people. I don't know. It's like, bro, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do like being around these guys.
My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is.
Dude, this is like kindergarten level manipulation tactic. Not gonna do that, but I would never throw Sneako under the bus. Proceeds to throw him under the bus. I hate this Gossip Girl stuff. XOXO proceeds to gossip about him for like 3 minutes straight.
Snake, idiot, guilty, he's done. I'm broke. F you, she cheated. It's over. Broke. Loser. Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you. And I mean, he is not wrong. We do have some suspicious thumbnails. Not gonna lie, I think this one's my favorite.
I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy.
Is he really that guy, pal?
I've known he's gay forever, and I didn't care. He came on to me, it was weird. It's gonna come out what he's really been up to. You're gonna see he's not a pinnacle of Islam. He's not a pinnacle of morality. He's very far from it.
Dude, how retarded do you have to be to think that Sneako is the pinnacle of morality? To be fair, Sneako himself probably doesn't even think that anyway.
I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away.
Is he convincing us or himself?
He's never respected.
Yeah, why did you post this? Didn't you start like, why did you post this? Did Sneako say something? Why you felt like you needed to just come out and post this?
Like I am. He'll never achieve the heights of fame that I achieve. He'll never surpass me in any realm, no matter what.
This video isn't really coming out of power. It's almost coming out of fear. It seems like he's threatened by Sneako. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Am I reading too far into this? I look at the stream charts, and Sneako had a very big stream on the 10th.
Whenever I start to rise like this is when all the vultures, leeches, clout chasers, and 7K influencers flock in to try to destroy me. It's happened today. I've seen it from all the same usual suspect.
I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now, and I want everybody to see that once again, Tate was right.
Oh, you are top G, my friend. Top G.
They think you're stupid.
Andrew Tate hasn't been right in a long time, bro. That nigga Andrew Tate's just a weirdo now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
You turn yourself into a clown. What are you gonna do now? Content? What are you gonna do? Fight? Do a boxing match? Boxing with Chase DeMore? What else are you gonna do? Politics? You get everything wrong. You say you don't read. How are you gonna talk about geopolitics when you say that reading is gay?
Reading books is a very cheap way to, I guess, entertain. I wouldn't call it entertainment because my brain is far too advanced. I'm too smart to read. I'm not gonna sit there and go, smart people read. No, I need action. I need constant chaos in my life to feel content. I need to be driving a supercar and fighting.
10 years out, 4 years old.
Clearly he's rage baiting because in this world of constant stimulation, reading is probably the best thing you can do to unplug from the matrix, ironically.
You can't do content. You can't do politics. Red pill's over. Now what? That's why you're making this video. It's your last effort attempt at trying to get some sort of clout from whatever the situation is. The reality is you are so far removed from what people care about and what matters that you're doing this video at a time of war and during Ramadan when literally nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, I feel like he's disconnected too because most people I know don't care about the war or about Ramadan.
Tristan Tate said that word for word. Andrew's brother went on that Mark Shapiro podcast and said, my tech team's in Israel. They can pull the plug on my business at any moment. That's why you folded. They own you.
That being said, I still think Tate is leagues more calculated than Sneako. He's playing chess while Sneako's playing checkers with his heart on his sleeve. Andrew Tate is an actor. He wears a mask.
I read plenty of books. I have, I read plenty of books. Stop it.
Only masks, but how you use them.
But if you have that information, put it out there. What do you think I'm afraid of?
I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity nigga.
Pro dropped the hard R like Juice WRLD in Bandit.
I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes and asking. I'm not doing it. So, Here's the
W3
truth.
streak.
That's the reason. I'm not going to talk on this again. He's going to tweet about me and talk about it for the next 200 years, and you're going to see the rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality.
And the crazy thing is, he's not entirely wrong. Sneako already made 2 response videos, bro. At the end of the day is the end of the day, and honestly, I don't even think there's a winner in this situation. It's kind of pathetic.
So,
unfortunately, we ran out of time for
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section again. I gave y'all my thoughts already. Sneako, you cooked yourself, bro, because I just feel like it didn't need to be this way. Obviously, he's still having motion and, you know, doing what he's doing in the streaming world with whatever the fuck he's talking about these days. But I feel like he just lost himself in that red pill shit, and he got a identity crisis going on. And then Andrew Tate, essentially kind of the same thing. Identity crisis, but on a different level, bro, because Andrew Tate, it's like he does have a lot of money. He is rich, but he can't understand that he's no longer relevant. And now he's just continuously embarrassing himself, and pretty much trying to do anything to get back in the spotlight and say anything to get back in the spotlight. So it's like, these guys are both lost in their own way, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Definitely is really corny to just be randomly coming out and saying things about another man's sexuality, pretty much unprovoked. Like, I don't really see what's going on there, but y'all let me know what y'all think.
Where you at, Berto?